when it comes to the rules of engagement, where is the limit to the pursuer of jumping over all these walls that the person they're trying to engage with? So, for lack of professional words, when does a person know when to quit to try to like get past all their barriers and their oh, this is the way I've always been and the healing?
I think that I feel like this is like a two-part thing. When is enough enough?
Talking about pursuer, the pursuer, that's subjective.
That's up to them. When they like had enough, where it's like, all right, listen, I done tried to break down these walls. I done showed this person me authentically, and nothing is, when it starts to compromise who you are, and you feel like, ooh,
Then that's when it's enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then for the pursuee,
i.e., the person that is guarded or has the damage, I think that it takes. It's just like sometimes it's a light bulb that goes off, where you're like, if it's failed relationship, failed friendship, after failed whatever, you have to eventually be like, maybe it's something. Maybe it's something with me, because why is it that I'm running into this same situation with everybody, whether it's romantic or it's platonic? Like, and you start to learn things that trigger you. For me, I'm like, okay, you start to like, my body and my, like, the way I react to certain things, like, I'll break out in hives even if I start talking about stuff. My neck will get red, my face will get like real flush, and that's how I know. And I didn't realize that until my therapist pointed that out. We were talking about something, and she was like, you see how you breaking out in hives, and your neck is red and your face is red. And I was like, I never noticed that. She was like, that's your body telling you that something is triggering, it's triggering you. So you start to pay attention to those things. But I think that it takes a strong person, a mature person, to be able to be ready to do that work. A lot of people aren't ready to do that work. You got to be able to look in the mirror and know that you're something is wrong with you. It's not always everybody else around you. It's really you. And then you got to like kind of do that introspect and be like, dang, I am a little tough. I don't need to be, I can let my guard down a little bit.
So before I go to Kadeem, now, is a person still considered strong if they're like, I'm not going to like go through or keep pushing?
I think, to me, I think that that's weak. Wait, you mean like the person pursuing them? Mm-hmm. If they get, no, I feel like you enough is enough.
So if they see a red flag,
if that's
two red flags,
if that's a boundary for them,
mm-hmm.
if they're like, yo, it's a no for me, it's a no for them. Who am I to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you could easily be like, oh, you gave up too quick. But nah, some people, that's not quick to them. Some people are just no nonsense, and they just not dealing with that. And they don't have to. That's the beauty of it. I don't have to deal with anything I don't want to. You can call me what you want to call me, but I'm not about to sit here and fight tooth and nail to prove who I am to you. I'm not in the business to do that.
Or be emotionally abused.
That too, exactly. So when you know if it's forcing a boundary and you just like, all right, cool, that's it. I don't care. One red flag, I'm out.
What the hell you talking about? Since I'm the only thing to talk about, been here from the start. Nah, I don't want your awards. Keep your applause.
Say less. All right, Kadeem. When is the point of limit for trying to like push through people's barriers?
I'm a very fragile man. as soon as the glass crack, I'm out. But I feel like you gotta, if you want something, you should pursue it. So like I come from the perspective like we're all broken, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's all hard for us. Like, I come from a single family, single mom home. I know it's out there for girls. It's not easy. So I have that perspective. But once again, you're not gonna talk to me crazy. You're not just gonna be disrespectful on dates. You're not gonna be late. You're not gonna like take advantage of my wallet and all these type of things. Like some people be like, "Oh, you're cheap. You're not gonna." No, like I have a financial boundary. We said this before in the podcast.
Yep.
Like I don't know what you expect. Like I don't know if you with a whole bunch of Hellcat niggas. Like
Yo, you and these
I saw a Hellcat.
Who drove by this man yesterday and set him off?
Nah, Desi Banks had a Hellcat reel that is on my mind.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
So-
like, who did something with a Hellcat? What is happening?
But listen, like if you with some fast money dudes, stay with fast money dudes. We know where that's gonna get you. But I'm not on that. I'm a stable lifestyle guy. I don't want to be looking over my back, and like I want peace in my life. So if you're not gonna bring peace to me, I'm not gonna deal with you. So I'm just trying to say is I have perspective on everybody has brokenness, but still I'm trying to fix myself. You should be trying to fix yourself too. So let's come together fixed.
Yeah.
And then what I don't understand is why we're each other's enemy. We're dating. We're having a good time. Let's try to maximize the good time. Why are we trying to war on each other?
Yeah.
If I'm buying you drinks, buy me drinks too so we can have a lot of drinks. This is what is so crazy. I bought 3 drinks. Buy a drink so we have 4 drinks. Like, wow, we have extra drinks. You bring edibles to the day? Oh, shoot. Like, let's have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
why are we, I that kills me, bro. I don't understand why we're not trying to just like live life, date, and have a maximum good time, bro.
I think that because everybody has so much baggage, and I think that it's hard for people to enjoy and have fun like that because that's not what they're used to. So if you don't come from that, it's kind of hard to see anything outside of that until you're ready to start doing that work. Like if you don't come from like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't see where it's like, oh, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have relationships that look like that, whether it's your parents or your aunts, your uncles, whoever, where they're showing you like, yo, we have fun. Like we not at each other's throats. We don't hate each other. If that's not what you see, then you grow up thinking that the things that you see is normal.
But you know what's crazy to me? It's like why do we need examples of what's fun to me? I don't understand that. Like, you know, I'm probably the most weirdest black man that people will run into.
Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you.
For sure.
I like weird music. I like
Yo, facts.
It's not all weird.
Yeah,
I jam to some of it.
But some of them, I'm like, bro, where did you find this?
It's not as weird as other people.
Where did you find this?
we'll have a conversation next round. But
You ain't listen to Frank Sinatra willingly.
But there's just
I
certain
did.
things that I'm like, I know I'm a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I probably won't show that on the first date or whatever, but
Yeah.
I just feel like everybody's a little bit different. I'm not gonna live the example my dad.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
he's looking at what's fun,
Yeah.
and I'm like, nah, that's not cool with me, and that's not cool with my shorty. And plus, so when I start really, I think doing the work is sitting there and understanding like what do I like, and
Facts.
what is cool to me.
Facts.
Because we have come so far from understanding this is what I want to do today. And I'm just talking about personally.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down one day, it's like, what do I want to do today? And I'm really looking on Instagram like, what did this person do? And none of this does not look cool to me. You went to
Right,
a
you're
book?
like-
What? You went to a beer? What? That's
Yeah,
trash.
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
go to the strip club. I want to throw dollars on something.
Yeah.
I want to rock climb. I want to go see this car. I want to go, just stuff that I care about. And I don't think anybody does inventory on what they care about. Now, when you don't do inventory on what you care about, on what you like, you're not even attracting the people that like what you like.
Yeah. I think that's
key.
I was about to say that. I think that's the thing right there. Like people are not authentic with themselves. So they're literally operating off of what was taught to them, what
When you
is
said the family thing,
what is
that's hit me so crazy. Because it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know why, but I feel like women try to emulate either what their family's doing or what they see with their friend group. And that's what's so crazy. And social media.
Yeah.
And then when you start to try to, this is why I feel depression is so crazy in the women group, is because they're so busy trying to look at what everybody else is doing that they're putting on the facade of like what life they should be living, right? And then you're trying to chase that stuff, but then you're empty inside because you ain't even like living your joint.
right. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're not
You
being your
keeping up with
authentic
the
self.
likes. You gotta buy this. You gotta do this, and then you in debt, and then you can't pay the bill, and then
Facts.
they taking away this, and I'm like,
Facts.
what was it all for? You're not even happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I tell my wife this all the time, son. I'm like, I like you, and I could not have anything. We could live in a cardboard box, and if you with me, we could build it back. As long as we can just build it back.
What she said?
She's not feeling that. Once I get to that
Not the cardboard box.
when I get to that cardboard box,
like,
I'm
you're
drunk.
lo- you're
I'm
lost
drunk.
me.
She's like,
You're lost
you
me.
drunk.
You're
drunk.
you're speeding, speedy.
But it's in the vows, bro. Better or worse, richer or poor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we have just the connection.
Yeah.
And then another scary thing, we had a conversation, all the wives was over. And I'm like, yo, you know these girls want your brain, bro. And then everybody's, now I might be off the liquor, but hear what I'm saying. They're like, all the girls are like, yeah. And the niggas around me not even getting it. And then I'm trying to articulate, but I'm off the yak now. I'm trying to articulate to them what I mean, and no one's getting it on my side. But the girls are getting it. And then finally, one of my friends, she says, yeah, I want your brain so you can't do this again. And I'm like, you see what she just said? So let me break it down and bring it to where I can make some sense.
Catch me up, man. Let me walk with you.
If I ever, so when I said we're in a cardboard box, that's temporary.
Yeah.
Something happened, we're
Right.
gonna build it back up.
Right,
It's whatever.
right.
We get bankrupt, we're gonna, because we have our sense, we have our minds. You know what I'm saying? But when you're so one-sided doing this as a man, and you know you that dude, you him, and you could build this back up again, girls gonna want that. So let me repeat it again.
Is that brain or confidence?
I was about to say that's the ego.
When I say brain, it's your whole spirit, your whole entity.
Okay.
They want to break that down at the end of the day.
The
If
soul.
they ever leave,
the soul.
that's what they want to take. So like if you separate, you going through a divorce, bro. You think I'm scared of losing money? You think I'm scared of losing property? Blah blah. I can get it back, and I'm gonna get it back tenfold because I'm him. But nah, they want to set you back tenfold. Because the hurt that's there, they want to take your brain. They want to be like,
Almost like incapacitate you.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Or set you back so far that you can't get to where you were without me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, once again, I feel like when we talk about the wall, getting over that wall or whatever, I feel like it's like sometimes women get so bitter, or women get so like, oh, he can't do this without me, or like I'm his heart, I'm his spirit, I'm his everything. It's like they don't see that we broke down everything in you, and we just want love from you, but you want material from me. You know what I'm saying? You want me to build your life. I'm going on some red pill stuff right now.
No, I like where you're going though.
Yeah.
I'm walking with you.
Yeah, me too. I
Okay.
like
I'm
where
walking with
I like no. I like where you're going with it.
Yeah, because like if you look at what women, I don't want to say women offer us, it's never financial, it's never building our life, it's never saving us. Like, especially if it's a good dude, we just want peace. We just want to see your beauty. We just want to be around your spirit.
Right.
We just want you, like, we just want you to sing around us. We just want you to pray like a certain way. Like it'd be certain things where like a dude wants where it's like
It's just to add to what you.
No, it's not even financial. It's
No,
it's
I'm not.
nothing material.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was
It's
just
your
like
essence.
or just add to what you already
But
that
what you're
empire or whatever
adding-
you have.
What you're adding is you.
Yes.
Ooh,
You see what I'm saying?
So, and I think a lot of times I've heard this as well in conversation. Commonly, the answer whenever you ask a man of like, what's your number one thing that you're looking in your spouse or your special or significant other, is often peace. And a lot of times we don't actually define what
Because I was about to say, what
peace
is
is for a man.
Yeah.
Question.
And I think this is a great opportunity for us to be able to like
Define it. Answer.
to define that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's like a nice word, like women receive it as a nice word or kind of think they understand it, but they really don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, everybody just keeps saying peace, but
If you're
nobody's
looking,
really
if you're
identifying
looking for
it.
an answer, let's do it in the women's perspective first.
Okay.
Because I think they say peace, but they're very tangible what they mean by peace. So when they say peace, and they don't say peace, they say, I want somebody to financially provide for me. I want somebody to protect me. Anything they can't do for themselves, I feel like that's what women need, and then they vocalize it. So they may not want, and I heard this weekend over the Super Bowl. I heard this all the time. I want a man that make way more money than me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so if the guy makes more money than you, and he's in way more debt than you, he's financially responsible? He can financially provide for you? If a guy has a gambling problem, he can financially provide for you? These are the things that you're looking for? He makes $200,000 a year, but he gambles $200,000 a year? That's great, right? You like that, right? Or he has no financial compass or guidance. You like that, right? Like he didn't take you out of student loan debt, so when y'all divorced, you still in student loan debt? That's crazy. That's dumb. 18 years, y'all been together, and your kids don't got $250,000 in a 529s? But that's the piece that women want. Protection, financial, I think financial like guidance, financial protection. That's what they want.
Stability.
Correct. So even if y'all make the same amount, even if y'all, I won't say make less, but as long as a guy can bring in financial gain for the lady, it makes sense. Now, from the man perspective, we don't vocalize what we need.
Yep.
And I'm here to try to vocalize it. Peace. What peace looks like for us, I feel like is, hey, I'm fighting out there trying to make the money you want me to make. I'm out there trying to provide. I'm out there trying to protect you in every way that we can. What I need peace is, if I tell you, if protection, right? If we're going down the street, I see 4 dudes, hey man, let's walk the other way. Don't be, I ain't going over there with you, pussy. Like, don't you got a strap on you, block?
Yo, yeah.
He lost us. There you go. You see, right? We was here.
We
And
right
then
here.
he went this way.
We have a real like, yo, this go deep.
Yo.
And he breaks out his black girl
Right.
impersonation.
Then you don't got the strap. What kind of women are you talking? Are you talking about hood rats?
No, this is what I'm just trying to give you. I'm trying to give you an example of
This
peace.
guy said you don't got the strap.
Now the next part is like, when's the last time somebody prayed over you, bro, and it wasn't your lady? A girlfriend prayed over you like, oh, before you leave the crib after you cock me down. You didn't leave the crib empty-handed. Let's be real.
Go ahead. Go. Make the
Lord,
point.
Please bring him home safe.
So he
Blah,
can cock
blah.
me down again.
Listen, no, I didn't say that. Don't be telling God about your fornication. That's crazy.
He made it.
You seen it all.
God did not make fornication.
He invented sex, bro.
Yeah, he invented murder.
Yeah.
You're not about to blaspheme my Lord.
Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused.
All of the things.
So we're identifying
God
peace.
made it.
We're identifying peace for men.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is like when we talk about praying, and we just talk about like just being a relief outside of the world. I don't think that women understand that's what they should bring to the table.
Yeah.
And like focus on that piece. Relief to the outside of the world. Like, I should be excited to come home to my wife.
What does that look like?
You mean what that look like?
What is that?
Let's talk about it. Like,
Examples.
doesn't if
What
I
does that
have
look like?
if I have great intimacy with my wife, why would I not want to come home to my wife? Why
Okay.
would I want to come home to nagging and strife and constant belittling? Like,
Right.
that doesn't look good, right?
I agree.
Nobody wants to come home to that.
I agree. I was just
Now, if I had a helpmate, a teammate, or somebody that I could be in the trenches with, I think that's a better experience coming home with somebody.
I was just trying to. Sorry, I was just trying to clarify like what that.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
makes
Like,
sense.
what
That
does
makes
that
sense.
look like from your
appreciate that.
outside world? Is it like when you come home? Is she just like not? I don't want to say like quiet, but like quiet until.
No.
And I don't mean like
No,
shut
no.
up, but I mean like.
Every man's thing is gonna be different. So
Right,
let's do that
of course,
first,
of
right?
course,
So
of
like
course.
some dudes, right, will wanna like argue. with
Decompress
somebody.
for a second.
No.
Oh.
Some dudes will like to argue. Like, let's I'm an arguing person. Let's debate this thing.
Yeah.
Or do you have a new topic that you heard from the Dave Ramsey podcast or this thing? That might be my relaxation.
Okay.
Let's turn off from whatever happened at work
Right,
and let's go
right.
dig into some topics.
Right.
Did you read this new thing? What's your perspective on this? I like that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Somebody may not like that.
You identify that as peace?
If we're I like healthy debate. I like healthy debate. I don't like being belittled in my debates. I don't like being called out my name. But I like challenging conversations. I do.
But you find that as a form of peace.
Correct.
Because it's
Ashley asked me today. Do you like doing the podcast? I said, I love it. I love having different opposing opinions and
Right.
we're having conversations. This is relaxing for me. I don't have to do this. I worked a full day. I was in the office. And I come home, I get to come here and I get to have fun with my friends.
Yeah.
And have a conversation.
Yeah.
We might be opposing different sides, but we're all having a
Healthy
disagreement.
conversation.
In some ways, we all have different opinions.
Yeah.
We're having a healthy conversation.
But I'll also be careful to not mix peace with refilling your cup. I think there's a difference. So
I like that.
So like there's different things that we do just to like make it through the day that
Right,
like, oh, the
right.
day drained us, but this is what gives me energy.
Right.
When we're talking about peace, right, I take it as an internalization that like allows me to feel safe, to feel relieved. And it is a form of recharge, but it is also like a form of like empowerment. So for me, I felt like Yaz, you were kind of about to like go into like a space of just like, oh, like a form of quiet. And once again, this is subject to individually, but like for me, when I think of peace, like I want you in the room. And sometimes it's just like, yo, like I got so much on my mind. I just want
be
your
there.
presence.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
I just want your
right.
presence.
Yep.
We don't got to talk through this.
Yep.
Nah, see, this is where we got to understand this difference of people.
Okay.
Because if I'm thinking through things or I'm thinking about work, I might want to just have a focus on something else. And that focus, like, yo, bro, I could relax having a conversation about our 5-10 year plan. And refining it, making changes. What do you think about this? You came up with 3 comps. Let's just have a conversation about
Because
that.
that's taking you outside of that reality.
But my
taking you
mind
away
is an
from that.
analytical mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
like you could just have a question on something that I'm interested in. And like I'll relax and just go into that depth of it.
Yeah.
But what we're presenting right now is we have 2 different
Right.
mindsets.
Yeah.
And it's fine for you to have that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine for me to have a mindset of I want my shorty bringing a challenging, interesting question to me, and we have a dialogue about it, and she
Yeah.
can have an opposing opinion.
Okay. So
And go ahead.
So if not to cut you off, so if we have, let's put it into an example, had a rough day at work. Let's say the boss was riding you hard. Pause, and you come home. How does your wife give you peace in that situation?
She doesn't add to the writing. Pause. She doesn't we have to define what your boss did, but I feel like using belittling conversation, making sure that you secure a deadline or blah blah,
Yeah,
like put pressure on you,
gaslighting,
whatever it is.
just wilding.
She does not do that. But what she does is just like, let's have a fun conversation, argue about blah blah. Who's your best comedian? I think it's Pete Davidson. I'm like, you like Pete Davidson? I think it's Eddie Murphy. Blah blah. Like, and you remember this joke? Remember this joke? Yo, here's his video. Here's his reel. Ha blah blah blah. You remember this? You remember when Pete did this? Remember with Eddie? Now I'm not even thinking about work.
So
We just went down a whole comedy rabbit hole talking about blah blah, sharing things together, connecting, laughing.
Yeah.
I didn't think Pete did that. That was funny, but that was dope. But did you see what Eddie did with the Gumby thing? Now, you never seen the Gumby joint?
Gotcha.
So, mind you, we're having an argument. We're having a shot of discourse, but it's still us connecting, having nobody's arguing with each other and belittling each other, putting a deadline in front of each other. We're escaping a little bit from the day to day, and I'm passionate about comedy. She's showing an interest in my passion. You see how that could be a little bit different?
I got you. I want to run another scenario, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, like, I think for me, like, I'm listening to what you guys are saying, like processing it in, kind of taking it in, and it's like, for me, it's like, okay, when my man comes home from work, to try to give that peace, I'm like, okay, do I let you decompress? Like, oh, hey, babe, how was your day? Or is that going to trigger you? You get what I'm saying? If you already had a rough day and I ask you, oh, hey, babe, how was your day? That might send you.
How the hell you want me to answer that?
But see the thing for me is I was genuinely like unaware. I wasn't being I was just like, oh, hey, babe, like excited to see you. Was like, oh, how was your day? Because I didn't know what kind of day you had. But just to kind of spark to see, but that might send you that might trigger you, and then it's like, oh my God, now the house is chaos, and it's like I was genuinely asking a question, you know. So now it's like, how do you get to that point where it's just like you said, you walk in the house and you just like, do I just say, hey babe, let me tell you about this thing, but bombard you?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to tell you. First of all, you know your person, right? You know that, like, man, yo, this person might not even want to talk for 30 minutes when they come in the house. Your shorty might want to sit in the car and just listen to a song 3 times over before she come in the house. And as a partner, let her sit in the car and like absorb that and do what he gotta do. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. And this is me, a man, talking in a perspective, looking at a woman that just needs her space or her process. Or she's on the phone and she just want to be on the phone with her mom, her best friend, blah, blah. And she just got to get the conversation over with. Cool, do your thing and decompress. I'm not the decompressed person, right? Okay. I'm not the person you want to go on tangents with the boop, 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 and then you want to talk woman talk and talk woman talk. Do your thing. But everybody's different. And that's why I think we're all losing. Yeah. It's not cookie cut. Yeah, okay. Learn your person that you with. Right. And understand he don't want to talk right now. He just woke up and he need to brush his teeth. He want to have his coffee. He going to eat his 2 eggs. And then he going to want to talk.
Yeah. I think it's just like a slippery slope sometimes when you, like, I'm going to speak for me, like, you try to give people their space because you know people need their space. And it's just like, but then when you do that, sometimes it's like, oh, well, it could be taken like something's wrong. And it's like, no, I was literally just giving you, nothing's wrong, but I was just giving you your space. Like, I didn't want to, I didn't know how to.
We got to focus on what you're doing right now. It's like, the other part men need to understand is women will get in their head about how to talk to a dude. Okay. And we not even seeing the different fuses and buttons that's going on. For sure. With them, like, shots on now, blah, 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 blah. So we got to be kind of gracious, too. It's like, yo, I know it's 6:45 and you need to say a word. Like, what does you need to say? And don't blow up on her. 6:45 in the morning, you're like, you have to say something because you've been up the whole hour and you just haven't talked. Like, go ahead. What do you need to say?
So making this full circle, right? Like, from the original question about barriers.
I'm about to go with you with that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what about when you know, like, hey, I want to be the piece to my shorty or to my man, but
this is where we gotta be careful. When it's a detriment to yourself, that's not the person for you.
Say it again.
When it's a detriment to yourself, that's when it's not a person for you.
Okay.
So what I was gonna say when we were all talking about this was the wall and climbing over it and trying to tear those guards down or whatever we want to call it. F that. If it's something you don't like, identify early, address it with the person, be fair. Say, hey, listen, when you call me a bastard, I ain't like that because
Good Lord.
I am an actual bastard or whatever. I don't know. Sorry.
It's a trigger.
You gotta make it a comedy.
No, it's funny.
podcast.
No, it's funny because I definitely be
You
using
can't call me a bastard, bro.
There's always like a good like a deep moment that it just comes.
Yeah. Coming in hot.
Yeah. You can't call me a bastard because this is weird. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Like, are you being funny or are you like?
No, not even funny. Just don't say the word. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Can't
a real
say that in a
bastard.
funny way. Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, whoa. What you mean? I want to punch you in your head. I ain't healed from that yet.
Yo, he keep talking about punching people in the head.
Where you punch people at? Where you punch people at?
In the
What?
face?
In their head. That's their head.
In the
Where
face,
do
bro. I'm going all here.
That's not your head.
No, this is the head, bro. You punch
That's the
somebody.
back of your head. You just touched the back of your head. It's on camera.
What, you gonna punch him in their forehead? That's
their
wild.
head.
That's wild.
The forehead is the face.
all up
Anyway,
Here we go.
all I'm trying to say is. I think this is the first time I got.
So you were saying about the
Boundaries. If it makes you compromise yourself.
there it is. We back.
All right. So if
I got you.
if it compromises yourself, if it's a red flag, if you do not like it, you have to dip. You have to dip. Now, if that person truly apologizes, says, "I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna call you a bastard anymore," and they don't do it, it's cool. I used to have a boundary myself. Don't use the word hate in a relationship.
Okay.
Don't say I hate you playing. Don't blah blah. Had a bad experience with that. Guess what? I don't take that forward in any relationship. I don't play those games. You say you hate. That's a different type of thing.
Interesting.
So, if you hate me, we done. I don't look no other way. Now, if you apologize, hey, I'm never gonna use that word again. And I've had success with stating that, and I've never heard that again.
Okay.
My wife, she don't like the word stupid.
Yes.
I called her stupid one time. We had a World War III.
I'm surprised you
Guess
still
what word
here.
I'm not using again.
Exactly. Lesson learned.
Unsmart.
Hey, yo. He's like, well, that didn't go well.
You see what I'm saying?
Not doing that again.
So we all have these
Yeah.
walls. We have these boundaries that we don't want to cross. We're all human. We're gonna do that. We're gonna mess up.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's how we respond to that that's important. And you have to have your boundaries as the pursuer. Like y'all saying, if you're a pursuer, the boundary got hit, am I gonna stay or am I be out? I feel like if you stay, you a simp. For real. You don't think so?
No.
If you disrespect my financial boundaries, I gotta be out. I gotta be out.
I mean, yes, I understand that. I think I get it. I wouldn't call you, if you stayed through it, I'm not gonna call you a simp. Again,
Call me. No woman ever called. I don't think any woman has ever used the word simp.
they're using it now. They're definitely using it now.
What? Women are out here calling,
Yes.
actually saying it?
Yes,
Verbalizing?
yes.
Girl,
Or they
girl,
call,
be a simp.
or y'all calling them sassy. They calling them sassy.
I can
No,
see
sassy
I
dudes.
feel like sassy is
dudes
hurtful.
and simps are not the same.
Yeah. They're not the same, but
they-
I feel like it's used interchangeably
Yeah, I'm about to say they definitely are using their
because they're trying to hurt feelings.
No, so sassy. Can we do this?
Go ahead.
All right. Sassy guys, right, are being confused with the guys that are not taking disrespect.
No.
Yes. Sassy
Okay.
guys.
No.
No.
I'm gonna
not.
explain.
We go-
No, then
Soft
let's
guys
argue.
are being confused with guys that are not taking disrespect. I don't think sassy.
Yeah,
No,
sassy.
sassy guys are the ones that's like they know their worth. You're not gonna be late. You're not gonna be like they do the girl version of what girls do.
If they speak up on where you if you
went
speak
wrong,
up, I can see where
you did
like
something,
they'll try to throw
or
the
matter of
sassy.
fact, yo, your hair's not in place. Like, what's going on with that? Like, that's the weave you gonna
Nah,
wear?
that's definitely
sassy.
not. That's definitely not the level. That's
That's
definitely,
sassy.
but that's definitely not how they're defining sassy men. It's,
What, how they
it's
define
definitely.
sassy man?
It's not that. It's like you like, oh, you ain't text me. Like if a guy like you ain't text me back or something. Nothing has nothing to do with hair. It's not those things. It's just like
I used the wrong example.
if they're like it's like to an extent it is the enforcing their boundaries.
Yeah.
But it's like if they if you do something and they block you, the women are calling them like, oh, you blocked me, that's real sassy.
Is that not what I just said?
That's I said
I just used a hair example, but I'm saying like
yeah, but
there's guys that would just invoke you can't do that and you're done. They're sassy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
So now the simp niggas is the guys that's like she can keep running over. That's why I feel like it's complete opposites. It's like simp is like, give me more for my hair or I'm not talking to you. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Yo, give me more for my nails. Oh. Or like, yo, my rent due. I'm not gonna have sex with you until I get my rent paid. So I don't know what you about to do.
I think that they're calling the simps. Now I see what you. Now I see where you were going.
Thank
with
you.
it. I think.
Come on.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You're being weird. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
Barcelo. I'm about to go steep.
Hey.
I'm about to go steep.
Yo. My
Not
god.
on Side Chick Thursday.
I'm about to.
Supposed to do that yesterday,
hey,
brother. That was Side Chick
I'm
Thursday.
about to treat it like a side
It
chick.
is now Friday, guys.
You see
It's
what's about
over,
to-
bro.
No, you see what's about to happen? I'm about to treat it like it's every day. When you got one, you gotta put it in every category.
That's right. I should live every day. Talk heavy, King.
You my side, my man, and my sneaky.
I love it, man. Yo, you a poet, man.
Okay, modern day
on,
Edgar
Real
Allan
nigga
Poe.
down.
Nah, I'm Shakespeare.
All right.
How did you do that?
Romeo and Juliet.
Thanks to Jesus.
Did you break it?
Yes, it's still legal.
Oh,
You got some super
Marcus.
glue.
Damn.
how
Nah,
you
it
break
wasn't
the whole
even-
thing?
That's crazy.
Marcus.
Come on, guys.
That's
Let's not
not
focus.
right.
Where
That's
were
not
we?
right.
Go
What was the
DeMarcus.
topic?
Go
What was the
DeMarcus.
topic?
Handheld now. You handheld
Somebody hit me with that like
Go
before. I was like, I
DeMarcus.
don't like that. I don't like the DeMarcus. My name is Marcus.
In all YouTube podcast
Yo,
context,
oh
what just
man.
happened is I've never even seen this. My man,
Yo,
my man
it was already loose.
I swear, I
man
wish
freak.
we.
No,
I wish
that's
that we
crazy.
could turn
He
these cameras
rips.
around. He
No.
hulked.
All right, let's
The
gas
Incredible
it.
Hulk.
Guess it.
I
feel me?
apologize.
Son,
man.
I'm looking at the tip of the microphone,
Nah.
and it's like he
He
ripped it off.
King Kong'd the mic.
Damn,
There's
bro.
no way I could have done that. Like
Cause I don't even know how it happened. It happened so fast. I didn't.
that's what I'm saying. It was already loose. It was loose. But we were talking about.
First of all, this,
He looked like a
the way we're
newscaster.
recording for like an hour, like 2 hours, basically.
Yeah, for
that,
sure.
that was the first time. I can't even describe it because it's gonna sound real like crazy. Like, but we're talking about.
Breaking boundaries, and you just broke my mic.
That's
Breaking
about
walls, and you just tore my mic off. Donkey Kong.
Pause. Nah, yo, like this joint just
You got Yaaz all hot and bothered.
I can't.
See this shit? She's
Well-
like, you tore it off like that?
you talking about?
don't zoom in.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my came off.
Yo, I'll replace it, man.
Get your mans, bro. Get your mans, bro.
Where's the glue?
All right, Yaaz, nah,
It's
nah,
over. And then you can't glue.
Whoa. We cannot make the whole podcast about it. What are you going to say about it?
Oh my God. So
What
I
you
was
gonna say
about to
about
say, like, with the simp,
Thank you.
I think, like you said too, I can't take you serious.
Nah, I'm here,
You
man.
look like a newscaster, like you about to be like recorded live from.
Live from 10th Century.
I was set
Take
up.
it to
man.
DeMarcus.
The marks.
I really don't like being called that. Like,
I'm
yo.
sorry, I'm not gonna say it
Have
no
you
more.
paid for a
That's a
pedicure this
boundary.
weekend?
That's a boundary.
Guess
He
what?
don't
You're
like
a
being
simp.
called
Yeah.
DeMarcus.
Because somebody else is sucking on her toes.
What's happening?
I I'll be out here.
I feel like the simps are the guys that are like the nice guys. They look at the nice, like you were saying, like the nice guys.
Of course, you would say that and put a nice connotation on it. They're not nice guys.
No.
They're guys that are willing to. You know what? You know what simps are? Simps
Sympathetic
are people
pimps.
murdering strippers.
Ay, Dios mío.
The guy that was in
The guy from
Players
Club,
Simp.
the regular
The
Marvin.
minute you go over
Ain't his
and
name
you
Marvin?
The minute you go over and you walk over there
Think
to
so.
the
Melvin?
ballers, yeah, Melvin Marvin,
One of them.
he'll shoot you.
Sound like what happened?
He'll go to your house. He knows
Who?
exactly where you live. The simp.
That's a stalker.
I spent $45,000 in OnlyFans.
That's a creep.
No. We married.
Wow, that's crazy. You probably need to seek professional help. Because that's crazy.
I ain't with that.
That is insane.
I ain't with that. I am a what side of the spectrum would I be on?
As in autistic?
In play autism.
Yo. This has been a shot of discourse. Yo.
It's mad early.
I said,
Nah.
We're closing the bar.
last call.
Player autism. What spectrum would I be on?
In the player autism, you're not a player. So you are not on the spectrum at all.
We're trying to identify simp and sassy, the difference, and then
You broke the mic. Dun, dun, dun. And now Kadeem is talking about player autism spectrum.
We already faded this out because play autism. Like, where would I be on the spectrum?
You're not on the spectrum.
A player?
You're not a player.